Good morning, folks. Welcome to Assembly. I hope you're all okay. Hope you've had a good week. It's been a bit of a different week. Key Stage 2 had a really exciting visitor to Assembly on Monday. Put your hand up, tell your teacher if you can remember the name of our exciting visitor. Well done. It was Captain Preet Chandy, an Antarctic explorer who is a double world record winner for unsupported travel across the Antarctic. So walking across the Antarctic, pulling a massive sled behind her. And Preet had some badges on her sled, and one of them was designed by Finley in Year 6, which is pretty cool. Now, Preet's amazing because she's, I think, in her early 30s, and she did that. She travelled across the Antarctic on her own. And in Wednesday's assembly, we looked at the example of how Jesus was in the temple and he was kept on learning, and he challenged himself to do more and more things. And we talked about learning about being a good person. So we know that you guys are in school. Put your hand up and tell the rest of your class why you think you're in school. The answer is not because you have to be, or because mum or dad say so. Why do you think you're in school? That's right, it's to give you an education so that you can learn the skills that are necessary for future life. So put your hand up and share if you know what you would like to be when you were older. When you were older, what would you like to do? Share those ideas now. Okay. Now, when I was your age, I had no idea. And when I was 14, when you're in high school, you still have to go to other schools and do work experience, or go to other places and do work experience. So go into to a job and volunteer and help out and stuff. And I went into a school, and I really enjoyed working with children. And I've been working with children ever since I was 14. And I knew then. So I practiced the skills that I thought I might need. So have a think about that job that you want to do. So if you want to be a vet, what skills do you need? Okay, talk with your partner. If you want to be a sailor, what skills do you need? If you want to be a chef, what skills do you need? Okay, talk now. Share some ideas in class. Well done. Okay. So school isn't the only place where we can learn. We learn from other places that we go to, from books, from TV, from our friends and family. And when we leave school, we might go to college, university. Now, in the past, people left school and started a job that they did until they retired. And that's pretty much what I've done. I've been a teacher all my life, and now I'm a head teacher, and I'm going to stay a head teacher until I retire. But now, for you guys, you can do things. You can retrain. You can take up a new hobby, a new activity at any age. So we're going to look at two examples of people who've done just that. And they've kept learning all their lives. And they changed what they did. They changed their job in the middle of their lives and did something completely different to show that no matter what age we are, we can make a change. So the first person I'm going to share with you, I'm sure you will have heard of, but you might not have seen photos. So this is Dick King-Smith. Okay, now put your hand up if you've read a book by Dick King-Smith. Brilliant. Put your hand up if you are reading a book right now by Dick King-Smith, because there's loads of them. Put your hand up if you've seen the film Babe. There you go. So all of these really famous books written by Dick King-Smith, very famous author. Now, Dick King-Smith worked as a farmer for many years, and then he became a teacher and famous author in later life. So he was born in 1922. So just over 100 years ago. My maths wasn't quite right then. He had a happy childhood. He liked animals, kept lots of pets as he grew up. In 1940, he went to agricultural college to learn to be a farmer. And he'd always liked animals, kept lots of pets as he grew up. Sorry, I've repeated myself. But then the Second World War came, and Dick served in the Grenadier Guards as an officer. In 1944, just before the end of the war, he was injured. And after getting better, he came back to England and returned to farming. And it was hard work being a farmer. Most days started with milking the cows at 5:45 in the morning. And Dick wasn't really a businessman. And unfortunately, his farming didn't turn out very well. And Dick found himself without a job or a home. So he worked for a little while as a traveling salesman, traveling around selling things. And then he decided to train to be a teacher. And he graduated as a teacher. He qualified to teach when he was 53 years old. Okay, I'm 47 right now. And I've been teaching for 26 years. So he started to teach when he was 53. Now, Dick had always enjoyed writing poetry, and at the age of 56, he had his first book published. And gradually, he wrote more and more books and was able to give up teaching and write full time. And by the time he died in 2011, he'd written over 100 books. His very, very famous book, The Sheep Pig, had turned into a highly successful film called Babe, and he had a mini career as a TV presenter and won many, many awards. So that's pretty amazing, isn't it? To get literally halfway through your life and then say, right, I'm doing something completely different and be amazing at it. So the next example that we've got is somebody who managed to get into the Guinness Book of Records. So just like Captain Preach Andy got into the Guinness Book of Records, we've got someone else now. Now, this is Dorothy Caldwell. Okay. Dorothy Caldwell. This isn't Dorothy Caldwell. This is a set of rally cars. She was a rally car driver. Okay. So she drove cars and navigated with cars like this. Okay. And this is a picture of Dorothy nearing her 98th birthday. And she was in her 90s when she took up navigating on the World Rally Circuit for her son Alistair, who was a former team boss at McLaren Formula One. So rallying in these cars is a type of motorsport. It takes place on roads rather than on a special circuit, and the cars are specially built and teams take part across the world. And it involves driving through poor weather, rough terrain, and the navigator's job is a very responsible one. You've got to continually be alert in difficult traveling conditions. You've got to plan a route, understand instructions, and quickly make decisions. Now, in 2012, Dorothy navigated the team from the east coast of the USA to across the whole country and up to the Arctic Circle in a 1963 Rolls-Royce Silver Cloud 3. She's navigated with Alistair across Myanmar and took part in a month-long rally there. It's pretty amazing. So what I'm going to ask now is that you pause this video. I've sent your teachers a second link, and there is a very short video, it's only a minute and a half, about Dorothy Caldwell and how she navigated her son across North America. So pause my video, watch that one. Okay, come back to this one. I'll see you in a moment. Okay, so you watch that video. Now, at the end of 2016, Dorothy also navigated for Alistair in the New Zealand Hacker Classic Rally. And after the rally, Dorothy said, I saw a lot of New Zealand I've never seen before, but now I'm nearly 100 years old. So maybe it's time to take things just a little easier. That's amazing, isn't it? To be nearly 100 and say, do you know what? Maybe I need to stop driving, navigating in really fast cars. Now, people like Dick King-Smith and Dorothy Caldwell teach us that we can all enjoy trying new things as we get older. With energy and determination, anybody can achieve exceptional things, no matter what age you are. So learning is a two-way thing. Sometimes people can, there's a few things that an adult you could teach them. I love it when children come into my office and teach me things that I didn't know. Maybe you could teach one of the grown-ups in your life to rap or use a computer or dance. They can still learn. So have a think now. I want you to think of a time when something went wrong for you and you were disappointed you didn't achieve something that you set out to achieve. Maybe it was a dancing exam, a sports competition. And it can seem huge. It can seem overwhelming when things mean a lot to us, or we feel we've let people down that we care about. But just think about all the things you already know, and think about all the other things that you've done and you can do. And when we think about these things, it gives us the perspective and helps us give us the confidence to try again. So close your eyes for a moment. And in your head, quietly, I want you to think about the people who inspire you to try new things. I want you to think about the people who encourage you when you feel like you're giving up. Okay. And you can say a quiet thank you in your head for these people. And have a think about how you can celebrate what you have achieved and what you can say to yourself, I've done all of this. I'm amazing so far. I can carry on being amazing to help deal with setbacks and disappointments. There you go. Right, open your eyes. Well done. So, two very, very amazing people. Have a lovely rest of the day, guys, and have a lovely half term. On Sunday of half term, I will be trying to do something amazing. I will be cycling my 100-mile bike ride around London and Essex. So I will tell you about that when I get back after half term. See you soon. Bye-bye.